Very proud of what we've achieved here at Ripon College. I came here in 1991. We inherited a program that had struggled for 10 years. And in that time, through the help of some great players and great coaches, we've developed a very, very successful program, one of the most successful in the state and nationally. In my time here, I have felt very fortunate to work with some outstanding young men, some coaches, players that have been a big, big part of my success as head coach here. I was recently selected to the Ripon College Hall of Fame as well as the Wisconsin Football Coaches Hall of Fame recently. And again, this is mostly due to the great players and great coaches that I've had in our program.
Some of the best things about the coaches here is that they definitely know what they're doing, number one, when it comes to football. I mean, they're great coaches, and I've learned a lot from all of them. But on top of that, they're fun too. We can have fun during our week of practice. I mean, we're definitely preparing for the next team. We want to win, but our coaches can be light and have some fun while we're at it.
You know, sometimes I almost feel like the whole football team is one big family. We're the sons of Coach Ernst and Coach Coles that really care about you, and you know, they don't want anything bad to happen to you. They want you to succeed on the field and off the field. So they care a lot, and you know, they'll do whatever they can to make sure you succeed in the classroom and on the field.
A little bit about my coaching philosophy. It's very simple. Essentially, I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. This is a very, very important goal and philosophy of mine. When my feet hit the floor in the morning, I try to think to myself very, very hard, treat people the way I want to be treated. And I try to do this in all aspects of my coaching. I try to coach our young men in much the same way that I wanted to be coached when I was a player. I want my coaches to be positive. If I make mistakes, correct me on a positive, professional manner, and then let me go try to do it again. And if I make the same mistake again, coach me up positively and do it professionally. That's the way I want to be treated in life, and that's the way we treat our players. What I try to do here in our program is take what families have done in terms of raising their sons and teaching them right from wrong and how to do things and how to basically become a man. We try to build on those elements and those components in our football program. Hard work, discipline, dedication, being the first one there, the last one to leave, things like that.
One of the big things that I'll take away from this is to just be a man. I mean, really, Coach stresses being a man, like taking on the challenges in life and getting it done. And we definitely, as a family here on this team, stress hard work and perseverance through everything. I mean, if you're gonna slack, someone's gonna be on your back about it.
There are three things that I am looking for in a football player that we are recruiting. Number one, we want a young man that's coachable. I think this is very, very important. You're coming from a high school program into a college program. There'll be new coaches, new coaching philosophy, new ways of doing things. So we're looking for young men that are coachable. Our coaches do an outstanding job here at Ripon College, and what we're going to do is take you to the next level, and we want young men that want to go to that next level too, and that basically means coachable. The second thing that we're looking for in a young man is character. Character that you're going to be doing the right things on and off the field. This is very important to me. The reputation of my program is key and essential not only on this campus but in our community, but also nationally. I want young men that are going to hold the door for a young lady coming into a building. I want young men to return things that are not theirs. I want young men that will work hard, do the right things, be honest, be truthful, and basically be a young man of character and someone who you would be proud to have in your program. The next thing I'm looking for is work ethic. I want a guy that's going to be the first one in the weight room and the last one out, the first one on the field and the last one off. A young man that's looking for ways to get better constantly, not only in the classroom but in life, but also on the football field. So work ethic, just doing the right things all the time and constantly striving to get better. If you're third string, you're going to fight like heck to be second, and if you're second, you're going to fight like heck to be first, and if you're first string, you're going to fight like heck to be all conference, and if you're all conference, you're going to fight like heck to be all American. That's the kind of young men I'm looking for in our football program.
There's always going to be ups and downs. There's always ups and downs during the season, people getting hurt, you know, maybe a long touchdown, maybe an interception, something like that. Playing defense, sometimes the offense will fumble it on the goal line, and then we face adversity every game, and you got to suck it up, man up, like I said, and go out there and play. And it's the same thing in life. There's always going to be those bumps in the roads, and you just got to learn to live with it and roll with the punches and fight through it, and eventually we'll come out victorious.
So I guess in a sense there's a fourth element to what I believe in, competition. I want guys who love to compete, guys who just really want to get in and challenge themselves, guys that want to, you know, become the very best they can possibly be, because in this program we're going to create that very same environment, whether you're a freshman or senior, whether you're an All-American quarterback or the 9th string water boy. It doesn't matter. You are going to have and be given the very same opportunity as anybody else come August, and you're going to be given that same opportunity to compete, and I think that's very critical in our program.
The way I see it, you're coming to Ripon College to get an education, and you're also playing college football. Obviously you love the game and you want to be here, so you're going to want to go down there and work out. You know, there's no time to, you know, we don't have time for people that don't want to work hard. You got to want it more than everybody else, and Coach's big thing this year is creating the X factor, and it makes complete sense when we're facing a school that have, you know, maybe have bigger guys than us. Maybe on paper they look better, but that X factor is that want in here to get on the field and just man up and hit them in the mouth. So, yeah.
From a scheme and a schematic standpoint, I want to talk about three things: offense, defense, and special teams. First thing I'll do is I'll talk about the defense. As the head coach, I coordinate the defense here at Ripon College. We are primarily a 3-3 stack defense. We also will run some multiple forefronts, and we'll get into that forefront from a 3-front, and we'll go back and forth. But essentially our philosophy is to be as aggressive as we possibly can. We want to put as much pressure on the offense as we can. We want to give them multiple looks. We don't want them to know where we're coming from, where the pressure is coming from. But we really try to make it very, very difficult for the offense to attack our defense. Stunts, line games, blitzes, various secondary coverages are what we have in our package. It takes a special kind of player to play defense, someone who really loves to hit and really loves to get after it. And that's the kind of player I'm looking for to play defense for us. Through an option attack, we are going to put pressure on a defense to be assignment sound. We're going to not allow them to do certain things that maybe other traditional or more modern offenses would allow a defense to do. So by doing this, we try to recruit kids who are fast, who can make decisions. We recruit receivers that can catch the ball, who can block. We recruit running backs that can catch the ball and block, because this is what we're going to do within our offense. Anybody can get the ball at any time within this scheme. We can throw the ball up to 20 times. We can run the ball as many as 60 to 70 times a game. And what that does through that kind of combination is really put pressure on a defense that makes us very, very hard to stop. We spend an awful lot of time on special teams. We put the best people on special teams. This is not a group of young men that are second and third or fourth string backups that we just simply throw out there. You have to earn your way onto special teams because we take it very, very seriously here. We've had a number of players that have been all-conference, all-American in our special teams play, and this is very important to us because it sets up the offense, sets up the defense, and gives your team an opportunity to win. We are going to work very, very hard to make sure that academics, not football, but academics will be your number one priority here. We're going to take football very seriously here. We want to win, we want to be successful, but the biggest joy that I see and I have in your career here will be to see you walking across the stage with a diploma, with a championship ring on your finger and a diploma. So those are the things that we're working for here. We have a nice balance between academics and football. An example I like to give is practice starts on most days at 4:15. If you have a class that runs till 4:15, 4:30, whatever the case may be, our rule here is very simple. We want you to stay in that class until the professor excuses you. You hustle out, you get down to the practice field, you stretch out, and you simply jump in to practice wherever we're at. You're not penalized, you're not punished, you're not losing depth on the depth chart. Basically, you are a student athlete here first.